From tigers to turtles to an elusive pink dolphin. Look at how conservation efforts are shaping up in Asia. From the fierce to the fragile, we will reveal what it takes to protect an endangered species. And tracking down the pink dolphin of southern China. Despite pollution and human activity, hundreds of dolphins live here in this busy waterway, and we get a first-hand look. Hello and welcome to Eco Solutions. I'm Christy Lustout in Hong Kong. On this month's program, we look at some of today's most innovative green projects from around the world. Our first report takes us to India, where one project has helped the country's national symbol bounce back from the verge of extinction. Malika Kapoor takes us to a tiger reserve in central India, and she filed this report.
As the sun rises over Bandhavgarh village in central India, the jungle below slowly comes alive. Outside, visitors wait for the gates of the national park to open. The CNN crew is among them. We've come to film a story on tiger conservation. Like everyone else, we desperately hope we see one of these majestic cats.
So we've heard that the tiger is hiding somewhere in here.
Wildlife enthusiasts Bobby and Tina Nobis, who know this jungle well, tell us to wait.
There, can you see him?
At first, we see just a glimpse. Then, this. Spotting a tiger isn't easy, not even in this park, which has the highest density of tigers in India. There are just 3,000 tigers in the wild around the world. More than half live in India. According to the last census in India, that's 20% more than the last count 4 years ago. Though some critics question these numbers, the field director says the figures are accurate and the result of better tracking.
Earlier, what we used to do was to see the pug marks, make the tracings.
This time officials used more scientific methods, including hidden cameras and DNA tests. Patil is happy with the result, but warns India can't get complacent. Protecting these endangered animals is a priority. Around 500 officials patrol the park day and night. They use watchtowers like this one to get a bird's eye view of the area. The goal, though, is not just to observe tigers, but to protect them from poachers. Poaching remains one of the biggest threats to India's tigers. It's a multi-billion-dollar business. Tiger parts from India are smuggled to China and other Southeast Asian countries, where they are used for traditional medicinal purposes.
The street value in Hong Kong of a tiger would be close to the street value in weight of heroin.
As much as that. As
much as that.
India's Environment Minister says there's a bigger problem.
In the long run, development is going to be the bigger enemy of the tiger reserve than the poacher. You know, the poacher you can go after, you can put him into jail, you can do all sorts of things. But what do you do with this three-piece suit, booted guy who comes and says 9% growth is needed for abolishing India's poverty, and everybody will applaud.
Tiger corridors have shrunk by around 20% since the last census, and Ramesh is reluctant to give up another inch. Any land lost to development means a little less for the environment. It's a delicate balancing act. Malika Kapoor, CNN, Bandhavgarh, Central India.
From tigers to turtles, our next story is about conservation in the Philippines. Earlier this year, Eunice Yoon traveled to a turtle sanctuary at the height of nesting season, and she showed us what it takes to protect this fragile species.
This is one of the first faces to greet you at the Pawikan Conservation Center in the Philippines. A green turtle, one of 3 marine turtles native to this area.
We have 3 species. We have green turtle, we have olive ridley, and we have this hawksbill.
Yet the survival of these turtles is under threat, largely because of illegal poaching, an activity that former poacher Manolo Ibias is fighting to end.
If there's no human intervention, maybe 1 or 2 decades, all of these turtles, marine turtles, will disappear.
For centuries, this coastline has been a nesting ground for the turtles. When they mature, they come back to this beach to lay their eggs. The turtles share this place with villagers who have been hunting the eggs for generations. The eggs and the meat taste good, says fisherman Jose Magtanong. He says he no longer poaches the eggs, but admits for many locals it's a way of getting by.
This is the hatchery.
To ensure the turtle's survival, EBS and his team are trying to stay one step ahead of the poachers. They collect the eggs and bury them here, where they incubate safely for about 2 months.
All of these are good eggs.
EBS takes stock of this nest, which produced hatchlings just days ago, sorting the good eggs from the bad. Suddenly, an unexpected arrival.
There is still one trapped, one remaining live baby turtles here.
Is he alive?
It is live. You see, their shell is deformed.
He digs up more. Do you think that they're going to survive?
For sure they will survive because, yeah, they're alive. Yeah, they're crawling.
Check this out. These guys are late bloomers. The other turtles in this nest hatched 4 days ago. We weren't expecting to find these guys at all. They have some deformities on their shells, but the conservationists here decided that they're going to give them a fighting chance, so we're going to release them at sunset.
Go! Don't push them.
These creatures need to get to shore right away. EBS says it's important to minimize human contact. A turtle can lay on average 100 eggs each time. The lucky few who evade predators and other dangers will come of age in roughly 30 years, when the next generation of villagers are all grown up. Back at the hatchery, a sign more turtles are on the move. But tonight, the turtles have stage fright, so we leave them alone and head out to patrol the beach.
How often do you go on these patrols?
Oh, every night.
So what are we going to be looking for?
We're looking for the tracks, yeah. And with this tool, we can easily find where the eggs are. And
the same instrument he used to hunt eggs for 25 years, a former predator turned protector. No turtles on patrol, but plenty when we get back. 36 babies see their first light. EBS decides to release them at dawn. As the sun rises, one by one, he sets the newborns free.
I'm so proud now that I gave a chance for those 46,000 baby turtles that we've released to the wild to survive.
The survivors will return, and perhaps one day encounter their rescuers again. Eunice Yoon, CNN, Bataan, the Philippines.
After the break, we learn about eating green. It happens to be good for your health and the planet. And all aboard as we track down Hong Kong's elusive pink dolphin. We'll tell you what pollution and development are doing to this vulnerable species.